Hello, hello. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I'm going to give it a few minutes. I've been having some issues with my microphone, but welcome to FireStar Tarot. I'm Empress Egypt. And yes, all of my beautiful water signs, this is your love reading. So we are going to be tapping into not only my Cancer's energy, but my Scorpio's energy, as well as my Pisces energy, okay? I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to hop on. This is live stream. So this is a little bit different from my normal videos. Clearly, you guys can see my face. Totally awkward, right? Well, for me anyways. Very nerve-wracking, but it is what it is, and I want it to be a little bit more personal, so this is why I'm giving you guys a live stream, all right? A live stream tarot reading. So I hope everybody's having a good night. So a few things before we get started. First, you guys, this is a weekly general reading. I am a little bit late on the weekly readings, and I do apologize, you guys. With the restrictions being lifted here in Texas a little bit, I went to go visit my parents and hang out with them for a few days. So I did get a little bit backed up on readings, okay? So this is my weekly love reading for this past week, or your guys' weekly love reading for the past week. But yeah, so in a nutshell, you guys, I apologize for getting this video late to you guys, okay? So you're going to have a few readings back to back. This is going to be all water signs instead of just, again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's all of you guys together, okay? So starting on Tuesday, I will upload the individual sign, okay, based off your individual sign. But today is an element reading, all right? So we're focused on the water signs, all right? So a few things before we get started. Anything that I don't mention in this intro will be in the description box. All my social media links are going to be in the description box. Congratulations to my 500 subscriber. I have announced the winner on Instagram, so you guys definitely make sure you're following me on Instagram. Any one of you guys who are subscribed to my YouTube channel, you're automatically entered to all of my giveaways, okay? So all you have to do to be entered in my giveaway is be subscribed to my YouTube channel, all right? Let's see, personal readings. So this week I'm not doing extended readings. I know, it's weird, right? Seeing a face with the voice and the fingers. I wanted it to be a little bit more personal, and it makes it easier for me too. If you guys do like the view of the desk and actually seeing the cards up close, just let me know in the comments and I can make some changes. I do accept criticism. I like criticism. Just keep it positive, okay, you guys? Let's see. So if I have forgot anything in my intro, again, it'll be in the description box. So if you want to book a personal reading, Harley, please stop it. If you do want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box. So no extendeds this week, okay? Just because I am late on these videos, I figured no extendeds, all right? So I'll go back to the extended starting next week. Let's see, birth chart links. Okay, so I have provided a link in the description box for you to check your birth chart. All you have to do is click on that link. It'll take you to a website. And all you need to find out your birth chart, if you don't know it, is your date of birth. They do ask for your name. It's not like a full name or anything. It's just they want to know who you are. You guys, let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Again, I was having issues with my microphone earlier, so just give me a comment and say, yes, we can hear you loud and clear, Empress Egypt. Anyways, you guys, so again, the birth chart link, just check it out, and it'll ask you for your name, not like, full name or anything like that, just so that they can address you. And again, they'll ask for your date of birth, the time you were born, and the city you were born in, all right, or the county. I forget if it's the city or the county. I forget, but either way, all right? So you do need to know that information. Let's see. All right, so quick disclaimer, you guys. I'm not here to tell you your fortune, all right? I'm not here to tell you what your future is. This is a deeper understanding, a higher perspective, okay? So if this is your situation, then this is just a different perspective of looking at it, okay? I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear here. This is not what my channel is. My channel is all about shadow work and addressing the fears and obstacles that we face, okay? So a little bit of shadow work, and then we lead into, of course, light work with Oracle, all right? Let's see. So let's get into my 5 main rules here. Rule number 1, gender is fluid, okay? So when I speak of masculine or feminine, I am referring to the energies. So if I say he or she or knight in shining armor, I am referring to the energy, the masculine energy, okay? Masculine energy tends to be a little bit more assertive, take direction, a little bit more ambitious. I am live streaming, so if it does disconnect or whatever, I apologize ahead of time, okay? So again, feminine energy is a little bit more emotional, okay? Tapping into the emotions, so it's one of those things. But again, gender is fluid, so just remember that in my readings. Also, rule number 2, all right, time is irrelevant. So our understanding of time and divine's timing are totally 2 different things here. So if I do speak of time, it's more of past, present, future type of energy. It's not going to be, I mean, unless I strongly feel that it's like spirit saying, hey, look, this is going to be 4 weeks, 4 years, that kind of thing. But for the most part, I don't talk about time in my reading, okay? So if you're looking for that, it's not going to happen here. Rule number 3, relationship statuses. Guess what? They don't apply here. I do not care what society has labeled your situation. I don't care if you're single, married, if it's complicated, all right? If you're being promiscuous, I don't care. There's a difference between 5D and 3D, and also eventually with like everything, as above, so below, okay? Let's see, rule number 4, energy is fluid as well, all right? So the same as gender, but with energy, it's a little bit different. The roles can be switched here, okay? The roles can be reversed, so just put yourself where you need to. Don't try to make things fit. And last but least, no negative energy, okay? So if there is negativity in the comments or in the chat box, you will be deleted and blocked. Even if I don't catch it during the live stream, it will be caught and I will block and delete it, okay? It's one thing to criticize me, but with my followings and my family, that's a different story, all right? I'm a protective mama bear. All right, so that's pretty much all the rules to my reading. We're about to get into your reading, water signs. Let's see, one last thing. What was I going to say? Forgot what I was going to say already. But yeah, let's get into your reading, all right? So normally I do a you versus them, all right? And I look at your energy, what it is that you're learning, and I also look at it for the person that you're thinking of, you know, the person that's on your mind that you just can't seem to let go of. And I do a comparison of you versus them, and then I also tap into how you guys see each other and feel for each other. It's going to be a little bit different today. We're going to look at past, present, and future of your energy, okay? Again, remember, you guys, I'm all about the shadow work, so I'm really going to, you know, point in the areas that I think need to be faced versus the things that you probably want to hear, all right? So if you are not one to, you know, like the truth, then definitely go ahead and exit stage left, right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and tap into your past energy, all right? I want to really look at what's going on in your past energy, maybe what it is that you are coming from into this current energy, all right? So Spirit, show me what I need to see when it comes to my water signs and their past energy, please, Spirit. We have the World in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse, wow, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Wands. Very, very interesting. This is all reversals here, all right? Which in the past is going to be pretty, you know, common for a lot of us coming out of past situations. There's going to be a lot of more negative energy. Of course, with like any goal in life, it is to change in cycles and transform and grow, right? So to see this in the past is not like, oh my gosh, you know, it's pretty common with a lot of people. So the World card, all right, let me break this down for you. So the World in reverse is basically acknowledging the fact that there are some issues within your failures, okay? It's like not acknowledging failures within your life, okay, or within this connection. So there's this strong feeling of, okay, yes, you see the good in the connection, but it's really hard for you to see the bad. And I feel like if the bad is there, it's going to be more of a self-like blame, okay, not the opposing party. We also, and I will clarify here in a little bit once I get all the cards on the table. So we also have the Nine of Wands in reverse, okay? With the Nine of Wands energy, this is all about completion. But in the reverse, this is kind of telling me that, you know, it's like there's been some issues with this completion, all right? There's been a lot of burdens here. There's been a lot of issues, but I do see a lot of my water signs pushing through. That's why this is the 9, right? It's all about wrapping things up, finalizing things out, and completing a cycle. Basically, one step away from 10, right? One step away from total completion. So again, here with this Nine of Wands in reverse, Nine of Wands, sorry. It's really just feeling like there's been a lot of doors that have been closed, but not fully closed. They're still somewhat open, or maybe most of the doors are closed, but there's still a few doors open that need to be, of course, closed, sealed, locked, and left in the past. So this is kind of that energy here, okay, in the past energy. We also have the Knight of Wands, the Knight, right, of Wands in the reverse. Honestly, I feel like this is your person coming through. Clearly, if the Emperor comes out, this can also be your counterpart or the Empress. And again, this is more of a masculine energy. Doesn't mean that it has to be a male here. But with the Knight of Wands in reverse, this is someone who never took action when it came to their emotions with you. This is someone who just never took the ambition or the direction towards this connection. or this is how you feel, okay? And again, with energy being fluid, this might not be you. This could be the person, your cross watcher watching this video and their energy coming through. So again, it's this sense of someone not taking action, right? Someone not being assertive when it comes to the things that they truly want, when it comes to the heart, the matters of the heart, not only the heart, but also the matters of passion, intimacy, right? Creative spark. There's this lack of in this connection, right? There's this lack of, again, being intimate, feeling the touch, right? Kissing, all of this stuff. There's this strong feel of this presence not being, right? This presence of intimacy, this presence of love. And love and passion are totally two different things. But again, it's just this lack of not having it, okay? Not having a creative new adventure, not having a new, a new beginning with this person. There's so much that this card can really touch on. So again, we're going to be clarifying after I get all of the cards on the table, okay? But with the bottom of the deck with the Page of Wands, this is telling me there's a lack of communication, all right? In particular, a lack of communication when it comes to the things that you guys are creative about, okay? Or the things that you're creative about, the things that you are passionate about, okay? The things that you want, you yearn, or you desire with this person. So again, there's no communication here. So I do feel like this is definitely a disunion. Doesn't have to be. We'll get into it a little bit more, all right? All right, let's go ahead and look at present, current energy. We are starting with, oh, there was actually two. There was one behind there too. So we have the Queen of Cups and the Four of Cups here already. Interesting. Let's get one more card for present energy, please, Spirit. One more card. Okay, that was way too many cards. So with the Queen of Cups and Four of Cups, okay, there's a lot of love here. A lot of love, my water signs, for this individual. But there's also a lot of grief here, a lot of sadness, a lot of betrayal, a lot of loss. So again, I'm feeling this. It's like you love this person and you really do think about this person. You miss them. But with the Four of Cups here, it's this not really feeling left out in the cold, but just feeling like an option, feeling like you weren't good enough for this person. Like there's this grief and this sadness because of deceit, because of betrayal, right? That's all, that's all the Four of Cups right there. But ironically, even though there is this pain, right? There is this grief, this sadness, this loss, there's still this hope. And that's what's beautiful with that card, with the Four of Cups, okay? So it's like, even though this person can get you really in your emotions, this person can really take almost the best out of you. Like you can be having a great freaking week, and then all of a sudden you think about this person and it's like you do a 180, right? Or not even a 180. You just go backwards, right? And it's like all of a sudden you're back in your emotions, you're back thinking about everything. So it's this feeling of, again, being betrayed, all right? Spirit, let me get one more card, please. One more card when it comes to the present current energy. Sorry, it's a little late tonight too. I was trying to get this video up earlier, but with live streaming, I had to go grab something to eat, all right, you guys? So I'm coming back from dinner. All right, one more card, Spirit. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So we're still in current energy, and with current energy ending present current energy, right, with the Ten of Swords. So there is an ending to this thought process, the always thinking about this person or constantly thinking about this person. And if it's not an ending, it's this, okay, I want this to end, Phil. It's like you're tired of feeling, you're tired of not having mental clarity. You're tired of not having, the communication that you deserve. So it's just this real strong feeling of, hey, completing this, right? Ending this cycle. Tens are all about completion. So this cycle has been completed. Now, in the upright, it usually talks about you completing the cycle, but in reverse, this is about the cycle kind of defeating you here. So again, this is a completion to the way that maybe you have thought before here, all right? So current energy, I do feel like this torment, this pain will end, all right? So let's go ahead and pull one more card from present going into future, and then of course 3 cards for future energy, okay? And then like I said, we'll clarify and then we'll pull overall oracle here. All right, Spirit, show me what I need to see for my water signs, my beautiful water signs that are all about love, the heart, right? We have my Cancers, who are the mother of water, protective and traditional. We also have my Scorpios, the guardians of water, right? And then we have my Pisces, the home within water. All right, Spirit, show me one more card for present going into future energy, please, and then 3 more for my future energy. So we do have the Strength card here, very beautiful, as well as Justice, also a very beautiful card. We also have the 6 of Wands, another beautiful card, and of course, wow, the High Priestess finishing this 10-card spread. All right, so clearly we're going to break this down and find out exactly what's going on. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the 8 of Wands, which is basically grounding you, all right? So with the 8 of Wands grounding you, this is telling me, again, this fast action to really wrap things up, okay? It's like ending the old cycles and creating a new timeline, creating a new beginning here. So it's, again, it's like a completion to the old thought process, but now it's like trying to finish up and wrap up the things that have held you back, the burdens, okay? So more of the passions and creativity here, okay? Not the love, not the thought process, and not the things that you can actually manifest, but this is the things that make you, that spark within you, that passion, that yearn, that desire, that want, that need, okay? So there's still this sense of wrapping things up, okay? With that being said, we're gonna go into, of course, from present into your future possible energy, okay? So again, after coming out of this 10 of Swords and of course an ending to this thought process with this individual, we do have the Strength card, okay? So present energy going into future energy is gonna be strength, okay? So coming out of a weak space or something that has made you feel really weak with this connection, possibly the ending to this connection, because we do have the 4 of Cups, and I will clarify and find out exactly what's going on here. But again, if you're feeling betrayed, there's something that has happened, and so therefore there is a disunion within you two, okay? Whether it's in the physical or, you know, the actual 5D realm, there's still this disunion. So this energy here is all about gaining strength, right? Gaining the momentum and coming out of weaknesses within and weaknesses within the connection and really gaining the strength that you need to be able to push forward to this beautiful new beginning that you're yearning for. And I can feel it with all of the endings, right? The 8s, the 10s, right? There's a lot of endings here and wrapping things up quickly, right? So very, very good vibe to be having, right? We also have the Justice coming into your future energy, right? Possible future energy here is all about balancing, right? It's all about justice, fairness. We also have the 6 of Wands, which is all about that equal give and take when it comes to this passion. Now, whether this is within you or within this connection, we will clarify and find out, okay? We also have the High Priestess and ending this 10-card spread. The High Priestess is all about your intuition. This is all about your psychic abilities. Even if you don't have them, it's still this, you know what's up, okay? You trust yourself and you are 100% completely confident. This is like the Queen of Queens, the King of Kings. This is like every tarot deck, right? Every card in the tarot deck. This is ultimately not only all 4 elements, but it's justice, it's balance, it's the feminine energy, it's the masculine energy. It is called the High Priestess, but it could also be the High Priest, okay? So it tends to be a feminine energy, doesn't have to be, all right? But again, this is just this nurturing, intuition, kind of trusting spirit, right? A very free will, but yet very wise, very grounded, but at the same time, a very free-hearted, free spirit individual, okay? But it's also the knowing. It's the knowing of how to balance everything. So it's a beautiful card. So I'm super excited to find out what's going on. So we're going to clarify a little bit and really get into this. And then, of course, we will pull overall oracle, okay? So I'm going to use the Wild Unknown deck. This was the Light Seers deck, okay, you guys, just if you're curious. Normally, I do put the links to all the tarot decks in the description box. I haven't been doing it lately. I'm not going to lie. If you guys do need the link, just let me know, and I'll put it in the description box for you guys, okay? So clearly, I want to find out what exactly is it that you're not facing when it comes to the things that you have failed in this connection. Basically, I feel like, honestly, a lot of my water signs are not acknowledging the negatives in this connection. It's like they're only, or you guys are only thinking about all the positives. So I want to find out why the World card is here in reverse and what exactly it is that you're not facing. Okay, what fears is it that you're not facing as an individual with this connection? All right, so Spirit, show me why the World card is here in reverse, please. Very interesting. Bottom of the deck, yeah, we have the 7 of Swords, right? Okay, I'm not smiling in a bad way, I promise, but this makes a lot of sense completely, and it's kind of the feeling that I was getting. So clearly this has to do with a lack of manifestation within this connection, okay, within this person, the connection between you two, right? The union that you want to take place. There was a lack of this, okay? So there was a lack of sharing traditions, sharing values. There was a lack of actually manifesting this connection. And when I say manifesting this connection, I don't mean meeting this person. I'm talking about long term, all right? Again, values, tradition, goals, that kind of thing, marriage, long term, all right? We also have the Three of Wands. This is all about really focusing not only just on the union, but outside the union, okay? So this can be family, this can be friends, this can also be third-party interference, all right? So if this comes back up in the reading, or if we have more threes, then that would be a strong indication that there is a third party. Possibly they're in a karmic relationship, or even you could be in a karmic relationship, okay? Or both of you guys. But all in all, this is about connecting with friends, family, again, could be third-party situations, and it's this going out and creating a good time, creating memories, okay? So I do feel like there's something within those connections that created a lot of, like, I feel like maybe this person, like maybe you are a homebody and maybe you wanted long-term, you know, that relationship where you guys could Netflix and chill, like hang out at home, do things at home or as a family. And I feel like honestly, with what you're not acknowledging, like the failures within this connection, I feel like honestly that Three of Wands is maybe your person just like to be out. Maybe they like to be out with their friends, or maybe they like to be out with family. And maybe they didn't include you, or maybe you just got tired of everybody always being around. Okay, that's really what I'm picking up on. So again, it's important. Spirit's trying to tell you, hey, acknowledge the things that you didn't like in this connection. Don't hold on just to the things that you liked, okay? Because that creates that that wool over our eyes, okay? Now, interesting enough, what is it that you're not, you know, facing? What are the problems in this connection you're not facing? The fact that this was not the 10 of cups like you thought it would be, okay? This is not everything. Like if these 10 cups could be fulfilled with this individual, they weren't, straight up. It was like maybe a few of them were, or maybe 50% of them were, but not all of these cups were filled. And if all of these cups were filled, they were quickly turned over and poured out, okay? So again, this is, it's like you're not paying attention to the cups that weren't filled. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're paying attention to those cups that were filled. You're not paying attention to the things that weren't fulfilled, or even the things that were poured out. And of course, this is all about facing those fears and understanding that you need to shed light on the failures in the connection, all right? You need to shine light on the illusions within the connection. It's very important here. All right. So, yeah, with the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck, this is about, I feel like honestly, strongly, your person held a lot of things back, okay? They weren't clear with you on how they felt. I feel like they were really hoarding their thoughts, okay? So whether this was they weren't really into you or they were into you, whatever the situation is, it's this energy of no, they didn't tell you shit, okay? So there was no mental clarity, there was no understanding, there was no communication, because this person was hoarding their thoughts, straight up. So I want to tap into obviously a few more cards, all right? I want to know why the Nine of Wands is here in reverse. I want to know why the Knight of Wands is here in reverse. Here we are with these passions again. So I'm, as the reader, this was in reverse for me. So this is what it looks like for you in reverse, okay? Here we are with another 9. Okay, very, very, very huge impact here on the 9s. This is all about wrapping things up, okay? This is about completing things. But in the reverse, this is telling me that you're being very stagnant, okay? You're not wanting to take that last step. It's like, yes, you want this shit to be over. You don't want to think these things anymore. You don't want to feel this disunion. You don't want to feel this disconnect. But at the same time, you're not taking that final step when it comes to the passions, okay? Not your thoughts, but the intimacy, all right? The yearning, the wanting, the needing, all right? I like to look at the wands, not all of the wands, but the fire energy, right? The wands energy can really come across as sometimes lusty, not love. So it's the things to the touch that, you know, tickle your fancy, right? It's the whispering on the back of the neck. It's the sensuality. It's the intimacy. It's the lust. It is the addictions, right? Some of the addictions can be in here because sometimes we create things and the things that we create aren't always good for us. So again, this is that feel of understanding the good and bad within these passions. And it's like you're wanting to end this cycle, but you're not quite taking that step to finalize it, right? To go from the 9 to the 10. So it's just a sense of fear, right? Interesting enough, we clarified the 9 of Wands in reverse with the 9 of Wands in reverse. So I don't think there's really any clarifying that any more deeper other than you're afraid to take that last final step. You're afraid, okay? That's a fear. It's like this slow motion to finalize the last step. It's like you're afraid to close that door and walk away from this person, straight up, all right? All right, so let's take a look at the Knight of Wands. I know we tried to ask to clarify, but honestly, I want to know a little bit more about this Knight of Wands here. Why is this Knight of Wands here in reverse? What's going on with this with this Knight of Wands? Why is someone not being adventurous? Why is somebody not communicating, passionate new beginnings? Why is someone not taking the time? Yeah, what did I say? Devil, right? Addiction, codependency. So again, it's like whether this is your person or you, there's this lack of taking initiative, being spontaneous with this new connection because of this, right? Because of these addictions. So if this is your person's energy, it's like your person honestly just can't express their passions. They don't know the difference between lust and love. They don't know how to be intimate, or either they don't know how to be intimate with one, all right? Really depending here if we get more threes on the table. Or maybe they just don't know how to create a new beginning with you or create a new spark in the connection, okay? So there's many possible outcomes with this, many possible situations. But again, here with the devil, it's this sense of codependency, okay? I don't really feel addiction, not yet, not this early into the reading, but I do feel a lot of codependency here. So whether this person walked away from you guys or whether, I don't know. Let's just get more into the reading, find out, okay? All right, so clearly the Queen of Cups I'm really feeling is you, honestly. This is the Queen of Cups, right? The Queen of the water sign. But let's just make sure that this Queen of Cups is you and not a third-party situation, because sometimes the third-party situations will come out in this, all right? So let's just go ahead and clarify this Queen of Cups. Spirit, why is this Queen of Cups here? Is this my water sign? Spirit, show me what I need to see when it comes to the heart of my water signs. Why is this Queen of Cups here? So the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone who is perfecting this relationship. So I do feel like this is you, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Let me explain. So sometimes when you depend on somebody, and there's nothing wrong with depending on somebody, you just have to be careful on who you're trusting and really depending on. Not everybody has the best interest, okay, or the best intent. So when you are perfecting things with somebody, it's important to understand when enough work has been put into the relationship and when it's time to just say, okay, I've done my part. Now it's time for them to meet me halfway. I've said this in a few of my videos. It's kind of like, and we're referring to manifestation. So we're referring to the connection itself, okay? The actual physical union, okay? Not the love in it, not the passion in it. We're talking about everything. We're talking about the communication. We're talking about the love, the passion, and the actual creating, right, long term. So with this card, it's like, okay, if maybe you don't create that, okay, this is when I'm gonna stop giving my all and let this person meet me halfway. It's like if you give 100%, and I've stated this in a few of my videos, you might have already heard this once, right? It's like, okay, if we all have 100% of love in us, or 100% of, whatever you want to call it, right? We have 100% with us, and we give all of that 100% away to somebody. What is left for you? Nothing. So what ends up becoming is a codependency. This is, instead of perfecting the relationship, now it's impulsive, it's controlling, it's now a whole bunch of shit on top of the shit in the past. Does that make sense? Or the issues that were there in the first place that were never addressed. I hope that makes sense. So I do feel this is you, and I don't mean that in an insulting way. I just feel like because of this codependency, whether this person walked away from you or just treated you like an option or just didn't give you mental clarity, it's this sense of, I feel like a lot of my water signs really tried to really perfect this relationship. And unfortunately, it's like a lot of you guys just didn't know when to say, okay, look, I've given you all of me. Now I have nothing left. There should have been boundaries set before that happened. You should have understood, and I get it. It happens. This is why you're supposed to learn from connections, right? Instead of bringing the things from these relationships that have not worked, instead of holding on to them and resenting the person, or even getting emotionally upset over someone who is not willing to give you what it is that you feel you deserve, it's important that you really acknowledge the fact that, yes, those failures led to the boundaries that you need to create, so that this controlling kind of trying to perfect, that impulsive perfection, not perfecting it. It's not that you didn't put in the hard work, water signs, okay? It's not that you guys didn't try to really make this perfect, okay? It's that, again, you didn't create that boundary as to when enough was enough, okay? You didn't realize that only 50% of this hard work needed to be put in. The other 50% comes from your partner, okay? So it is true when they say a 50-50 relationship, that's what it is pertaining to, all right? So I do feel, again, this is just a sense of codependency now, because, again, those boundaries were never established from day one. So now this person has walked away, and now they've taken everything out of you. They've taken all of you with them. So this is why you're depending on them, because they own you. They have your soul. Does that make sense? All right, so let's take a look at this Four of Cups. Clearly, I know this is sadness, grief, loss, betrayal, but let's find out exactly what's going on here, because, there could be something more deeper. And because this is a pretty intense reading, I probably will clarify most of these cards. These element readings have been lasting about an hour and a half, really just depending. Actually, I think the longest was an hour and 15 minutes for my fire signs. I feel like this is going to be about the same, all right, because there's a lot of emotions here that I think are important to talk on, all right? Automatically coming out, clarifying the Four of Cups is, this ending to this thought process, okay? This ending to the way that however you have thought before, you don't want to think like this anymore. You're tired of thinking like this. You're tired of feeling betrayed. You're tired of waiting for this person. You're tired of not having love. You're tired of being independent. Not independent, I'm sorry. You're tired of being alone, right? It's this, you're tired of feeling the way that you're feeling. You have literally been defeated by not only your own thoughts, but just thoughts of, I feel like now it's this feeling of, damn, you don't even know what's your thoughts and what's not your thoughts. It's kind of hard to decipher now what is intuition and what is thoughts, right? What is self-doubt and what is real. So again, it's just this ending, all right? This is a strong ending. We have, didn't the Ten of Swords already come out somewhere? Yeah, Ten of Swords here, right? Current energy. Again, clarifying this grief and this sadness, Ten of Wands here, right? Stopping this torment, the thought process, completing this cycle, no longer thinking this way. So going in still in current energy with this Ten of Swords, need I say more? But again, I guess we can clarify a little bit here on why is it in reverse? What has happened that has created this ending? Interesting enough, I feel like it's like this sadness and this grief is making you end the thought process within you, but then we also have the Ten of Swords next, which is telling me that this ending happened not because of you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like here you were in this sadness and you wanted this ending, but then something happens and this ending comes in, right? And there's an ending to the way you're thinking. So I do want to clarify and find out what's going on. I want to know if this is somebody else that comes into your life. Spirit, why is this Ten of Swords here in reverse? Why is this Ten of Swords here in reverse? Spirit, show me what I need to see, please. Six of Wands. Interesting. Six of Wands, right? This is all about that equal give and take. Again, when it comes to the things that you want in this person, all right? The things that make you want this person. It's like you want this person. That's what this card is, right? It's the equal give and take of those. So again, though, here with the Six of Wands, clarifying the Ten of Swords, this is telling me that you want an equal give and take, and you want an ending to this thought process. All you want is this ending, and you want this equal give and take in this passionate connection between you two. So you're still yearning, you're still wanting and needing and desiring this person, okay? Even though you want to end this cycle, and this explains why you have the Nine of Wands in reverse, right? It's like you're basically there at the end, but you're afraid to take that last step and actually walk away from this connection. So again, with the Ten of Swords, it's like something happens, right? Mental clarity comes through, and it's the mental clarity that you didn't seek, it came to you, all right? So whether this was something you found out on the internet about this person, I don't know what it is. We'll see if it comes through in Oracle or even with clarification here. But again, it's this Six of Wands energy. You're still wanting, yearning, and desiring this individual. After all this, you still want this person. So clearly the strengths here, right? We know that you have strength. We also have the Justice. I'm curious what the Justice is, right? I'm curious why there is this Ten of Swords energy in reverse as well as the Justice. So I feel like, honestly, there's something you find out that brings you justice, okay? Whether this is this person in a karmic relationship and you know it, or something else happens that you find out about, all right? So Spirit, why is this Justice card here? What is the justice being served? What is the balancing? What is the fairness that is going to be created? Show me what I need to see when it comes to this justice, please. The Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, wow, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. The Magician at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Trickery, right? Illusions. Someone took advantage of their power with you. Someone took advantage of not only your passion, someone took advantage of your emotions, someone took advantage. This person, I feel like they took advantage of everything, your thought process, your love for them, the way you were intimate with them, the way you were attracted to them. They took all of this away from you. This is the ultimate card of trickery here, all right? So they pulled the wool over your eyes here. Interesting enough, clarifying the Justice, all right? Weird. So you will be served justice when it comes to this unbalance, okay? Whether it's with this person or something totally different, there is this, whatever has you unbalanced, whatever has you feeling like the world, it's not even that the world has been swept from under your feet, but that like when you're down, you're really down. And when you're down and you try, something good happens in your life, right? When something comes into your life, it's like, it's so hard for you to get to that high point. Okay, but this is this past energy, right? Because the Justice is coming in. So whatever has you feeling unbalanced, whatever has you feeling the lack of, whatever has you feeling like you can't handle, that is what is going to be justice, right? That's going to be, justice is going to be brought to that. I will look over your comments here, you guys, in a minute. Yes, communication is the foundation of all relationships, whether this is friends, family, or even intimate connections, you know? My face, okay, yeah, my facial, like y'all are making me blush over here. My facial expressions are something else, that's for sure. I was really nervous about showing my face, honestly. I had tried recording y'all's videos in the beginning of the week, and I was like my biggest critic. I was like, oh my gosh, nope, I didn't like that video. So I figured if I was gonna show my face, I just had to go live and actually do it, you know? Not only that, but I wanted to make it a lot more personable with you guys, especially for you guys first meeting me, right? Officially meeting me. But yeah, so back to the Justice. Look, you're getting justice served when it comes to the things that you feel like somebody walked away from, right? It's this sense of this person walked away from you and they walked away from something that made you feel less of. So in other words, they walked away to what you thought was something better for them. Or even if you didn't really think it and you felt in your heart like you were the best thing for them, they may have felt this need to walk away and find something better, even if they didn't really fully understand if it was better or not what they were walking to. It's still this sense that, yeah, they walked away here. They walked away and just left you heartbroken. This is explaining the Four of Cups, heartbroken, you know, really feeling this sense of an option, right? I mean, need I say more? So again, yeah, really strong list if this is coming through, you guys. Look, the Four of Pentacles, right? This is all about the connections of elements, right? The connections to maintain manifestation. So I feel like you're going to get justice when it comes to these connections that this individual had, okay? Whether this was the connection within another connection, right? Or the connection within work, or the connection within whatever it is, family. whatever was really, really, really important to this person, okay, all these connections, because remember we had the third party situation. It was like your person enjoyed being more around the family, or maybe family was just around too much, that kind of vibe. This connections card, right? So you're going to get justice with this situation. You're going to get justice with the Two of Swords here. This is about two opposing forces releasing the butting of the heads, right? No longer in conflict, right? This is all about no longer having to physically see things, all right, to know what it is. This is understanding your intuition, understanding the answers within you, not seeking the answers without, right? So intro perspective, right, instead of outro. So awesome, right? So you are going to get justice here. And I feel like, honestly, the justice you get is this. It is this mental clarity. It is you no longer need to see the physical of this person creating action because you know this person's not taking the action. So now you no longer need to physically hear or see the truth because you know the truth within. That's how I'm feeling. Of course, this can be the other way around. This can be the fact that you guys might not, the justice may be that you guys are no longer conflict, right? You're no longer competing or conflicting, okay, or battling each other. Again, we'll clarify with overall oracle and see what's going on. We'll also tune back into these energies next week and really find out if this is the case, if there is communication between you guys or what exactly is going on, right? So we have the Six of Wands again, right? And we also have the High Priestess, my beautiful High Priestess out there, right? Or my High Priest. You're making me... I cannot read that far away, you guys. I'm going to have to, my eyesight with all these bright cameras and lights, I cannot see. I can't see them. I'm trying to read your comments, you guys, but it's so super tiny. I need to zoom in on my size here of my font. But yeah, let's take a look at what's going on now, because before there was this lack of equal give and take when it came to the passions, taking that final step to completing this cycle. And so now here we have in this future energy, the Six of Wands, right? Which is the equal give and take of passion, intimacy, yearning, wanting, needing, and desiring. So Spirit, what is going on with the Six of Wands? Spirit, show me what I need to see when it comes to the Six of Wands, please. Why is the Six of Wands here? What's going on with the Six of Wands? Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Still at the bottom of the deck, Mr. Trickster, right? So clarifying the equal give and take when it comes to the creative things, right? The things that you're creative about. We do have a few cards here that are actually very important, right? I'm making you chain smoke. You're making me want to smoke a cigarette. We do have the Chariot here in reverse, okay? So this is still this slow moving, right? It's a slow movement here, very slow movement. Not stagnation, okay? Just tortoise type of slow movement here, okay? So I do feel like, honestly, you're moving really slow when it comes to the things that you are passionate about, okay? Whether this is a new connection, whether this is a new job, whether this can be anything, right? It can be just a hobby. But whatever it is that you're really passionate about, even if it is love, okay, that you're being passionate about, if you're wanting and yearning for love, for that soul connection, it's this sense that you're taking your time, right? So it's actually really beautiful here. We also have the Nine of Swords. Here's another completion, right? We already had the Nine of Swords come up once, 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Again, you guys, strong 9s and 10s, okay? This is completion. You guys are getting really close to ending this cycle. And I'm like, getting giddy over here because this is beautiful, regardless if you end up with this person or not. There is a completion that is taking place within you guys that is absolutely beautiful, okay? So the Nine of Swords, this is an ending to that thought process, the wrapping it up, right? So when it comes to the equal give and take of the things that you want, you yearn, and you take in this connection, and even if it's not this connection, I really feel like this is within you. I feel like this equal give and take of passion is within you. Because there's something that happens that wakens you up, and now you're like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to make sure that I have that 50-50. I'm going to make sure that whatever I put into this relationship is given back to me. I'm going to make sure that whatever it is that I yearn for, I want, and I need is 50-50. And that's actually beautiful. We also have the Five of Cups as well as the World card in reverse. So do you remember when I was talking about the World card in the first part of the reading? Not accepting the failures in this connection, we still have this coming through very strongly when it comes to the equal give and take. So I really feel like a lot of you guys, honestly, y'all just face the reality. Continuing to hear back about a new job. I will be saying prayers for you. I will. You've got this, all right? Remember, think positive. Positive affirmations really do help, because regardless, you get the confidence you need even if you don't get the job. But you'll get the job, okay? Promise. So we do have the World card here in reverse. And if you don't get that job, it's because there's something else better for you, okay? Again, the World here, just clarifying this. Again, not accepting the failures within this connection, okay? This person you're holding on to. And of course, the Five of Cups, right? This is that feeling left out in the cold, feeling like this person walked away from you, like basically actually watching this person walk away from you. And interesting enough, very similar to the Four of Cups energy, both of these cards, what's really important to understand with both of these cards here, not only the Five of Cups, but not only the Four of Cups, but the Five of Cups, both of these energies can miss opportunities right in front of their face because they're caught up into the things that have left, okay? So this is where I talk about the shadow work of outer perspective, right? It's like you're looking at them and focusing on them walking away, their new connections, what's going on within their life, instead of focusing this energy on you, all right? So very strong. I feel you guys still just really watching this person walk away. And I feel like a lot of these people who have walked away, a lot of these energies who have walked away have been away for a while, honestly. So it's still this sense of, you know, a part of your intuition is telling you there's something here. Why do you keep holding on to this person? And why is it that you can't let go? Why is it that you continue to see them walking away, right? And not coming towards you? Why can't you have that clarity? Why can't you understand what's really going on here? So, of course, we're going to pull some overall oracle and find out between the connection between you guys, you know, if there's anything that Spirit wants to say as far as the connection between you two. And then next week, we will tune back into your energy where we will actually do the you versus them. And we'll look at their energy, how they feel for you, how you feel for them. What is it the Spirit's teaching them, that whole spill. Okay, so this is just a different type of reading, but I think it's important because the shadow work's always important, all right? All right, Spirit, let's take a look at these two, right? Let's take a look at the union of these two energies and show me what we need to see, all right, Spirit? All right, Spirit, show me the connection between these two. A card flipped, hold on. The sword and the rose, is that it? All right, Spirit, anything else when it comes to the connection between these two? There's the runner. Show me the connection between these two, Spirit, please. Show me the connection. Show me the messages that need to be seen, messages that need to be. One more time, Spirit. Spirit's like, oh yeah? This too. Bottom of the deck, we have the coffee cup. So clearly you guys want to conversate, of course. You know, you want to be able to pick up the phone and have that conversation and talk to this person. With the coffee cups, though, it is about meeting and conversating, okay? It is about savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and having a friendship. So this can mean just going out there with your friends, especially with all the restrictions being lifted. Not all of them, I know, depending on state. States are different. Here in Texas, you know, it is what it is, but our governor said that we were free to go, right? So, I mean, there's a little bit of restrictions, but not a whole lot here in Texas. So this is that feeling of going to the bar with a friend. This is that feeling of going shopping with a friend or going to a bookstore or a local coffee shop and having a cup of coffee, right? Or a cup of joe, whatever you want to call it. This is that energy of getting out, conversating, meeting people, maybe trying dating sites, right? Whatever it is that you need to do to just get your mind off of this individual. It has not helped, okay, because everybody's energy has been in this funk. Why? Because we've been isolated. So which means, right, that even the person you're thinking about has been in this funk too, right? Because we were all forced to acknowledge the relationships we were in, or even just to acknowledge the failures within the connections we're in, okay? So again, a lot of people are evaluating where they planted their seeds. It's not just you water signs, okay? This is all of the energies, and it's been pretty consistent throughout this whole pandemic, all right? So with this coffee cup, this is Spirit saying, hey, this is what's going to ground you, okay? This is what's going to keep you level-headed and stable, okay? So yeah, get out there, right? So let's take a look at all these cards that flew out for you guys, okay? Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Are you excited? You wanting to know? Do I have you guys on the edge of your seats yet? So we have a few cards that are pretty interesting, and I wasn't really expecting this to come through here. I guess let me start with the most important, and that is the sword and the rose, right? Well, the most important to me, okay? The most important thing to you is going to be coming up, okay? All right, so we have the sword and rose. This is all about clarity, right? Getting that mental clarity you need, completing this cycle, ending these cycles, and moving forward, getting the mental clarity you need. Remember, like I told you, there's something that's coming through. There's something that's going to be exposed when it comes to this person that is going to be, it's like you're going to have that, again, that fairness, that justice served, right? So this is that mental clarity card. This is all about the justice being served. We also have the runner. Clearly, you guys, I called this for what it was. I felt like this person had ran. What was it? You know, the devil, the addictions, the Knight of Wands, feeling like they couldn't really express how they truly felt. They couldn't express how they really, you know, if they really wanted you, it was like they ran. They masked their emotions, okay? They masked the way they truly felt. Or maybe you guys did, okay? Again, energy's fluid here. We also have the dragonfly, right? This is all about being lighthearted, finding out things, again, coming to light, adapting, changing, and healing. So here we have two significant, again, cards talking about things coming to light and things being exposed for what they are. No more trickery, right? No more illusions. It's finding out things, knowing what it is, and acknowledging the failures. We also have not enough, right? Frustrated in this connection, frustrated in the relationship, lack of confidence, self sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. I feel like this is, again, both of you guys. I feel like the person who ran away from this situation is dealing with some issues, all right? A lack of confidence. They're listening to their ego instead of following their heart. And then for you guys, or for the person who has chased, or maybe not even chased, okay? That's a really strong word, but maybe somebody who is, you know, maybe you haven't mentioned this to anybody. Maybe you feel like the chaser in your head, or maybe you don't even feel like the chaser in your head. Maybe you just feel this codependency for this person, or you feel like, hey, your intuition's telling you that you're attached to this person. You don't understand why. That's this card right here, right? It's all about, again, you know, not sabotaging, but just frustrated, things not working out right, right? And again, this is creating this lack of confidence, this lack of self worth, right? They're not setting up the, okay, boundaries. Only 50 is going to you. You're not taking all of me, right? Set up those boundaries, my water signs. Um, okay. Dun, 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 drum roll, please, right? These are actually beautiful cards, okay? And I wasn't picking up on this energy at all in this connection because there was so much walking away, ending cycles, working too hard on this connection, and a lot of. But remember when I was telling you this two opposing forces could have been that maybe you guys were going to come back together, maybe you guys wouldn't be battling anymore. Maybe this coffee cup is you guys having a conversation. So here we are with not today, though, okay? So it's this sense of, hey, remember, divine timing and our timing, totally two different things. So even though you may want it right now, Spirit's trying to say, hey, just wait. Maybe this person's still trying to figure out things, or maybe Spirit's still trying to show this person certain things, or vice versa. Maybe there's something, right, that you guys aren't paying attention to, right? The failures in the connection. So I do feel like both of you guys are still working on things, okay? So this is why Spirit's saying, hey, not today, okay? Not today, Junior, all right? Interesting enough, though, we do have the wedding rings and the twin flames, okay? I don't know if you know much about twin flame connections, but twin flames are basically our other half, right? The union, the yin and yang, the balance, the duality, the completion, the complementing, complementing each other. Okay, you only have one twin flame your entire life. Some people can go lifetimes and lifetimes trying to find each other, and there's even plenty of connections that have come into union and still separated. But you only have one of these your entire life. Okay, this is your counterpart. This is the other half of you. This is, you know, the white within the black and the black within the white. This is the mixture. It's like, you know, if you're separated at birth, the white's going this way, the black's going this way, and a part of the black is in the white, and again, a part of the white is in the black. That's what this is, right? So if you're referencing it to good and evil, so to speak, or even masculine and feminine, whatever you want to refer it to, it's like this person has maybe a masculine energy, but they do have just the right amount of feminine, and then vice versa, right? So the other person's going to be in their feminine, just the right amount of masculine, if I said it right. If not, you know what I'm saying. This is the perfect equal balance, right? This is you guys complementing each other. It's like if you were created and split right down the middle and created into two different bodies. That is what this is. Okay, this is your other half. All right. Interesting enough, it says wedding rings, right? It's all about union. Union, completion. So I do see this connection. I don't know if it's going to come back in this lifetime, okay? But there's clearly a divine connection here. There was a divine creation between you two, and you guys were kind of just split, all right? So again, I feel like separations, obstacles, fears, challenges are made to create, again, opportunities that we sometimes fail to look at. So again, take a deep dive and really pay attention to what went wrong in this connection, so that you can fix those things, so that if this happens within this lifetime, it's not going to be this situation again. You're going to acknowledge the things that were wrong in the connection. So you're going to create those boundaries by letting this person, when they do come back, you're not going to give them that 100% again, right? You're not going to make things perfect, because now you understand it's the equal balance between perfection and flaws, right? It's the equal balance between accomplishments and failures. It's the equal balance between everything: feminine, masculine, good, evil, right? Giving and receiving, love, everything. Ta-da! I hope that makes sense, you guys. So definitely make sure that you just really work on, if this connection does come back into union, it's nice to be able to already set those boundaries and establish what it is that you expect and what it is that you don't expect, okay? So that not only are you coming from a good place, but you're going to attract somebody who's coming from a good place, okay? So if this person comes back and they haven't done the work that is needed, you've done the work that is needed, so you can, not today, Junior, right? And push the brakes, pump the brakes on this person. Not because you don't love them, but because you love yourself enough to say, hey, no. I'm not going to hurt you or myself by allowing a connection that is not in union. There's no point to push forward in something that is going to be this situation again. You don't want the codependency. You don't want to feel like everything that you've put into this connection was lies, deceit, trickery, right? Codependency. You've got the strength, right? Definitely have the strength here. So again, we'll be tuning back into these energies next week, and we'll see again where you guys are at, you versus them. We'll also be talking to the cross watchers, and you guys will see my face again, right? So I will see you guys next week. I have a few personal readings that I need to do, as well as some extendeds. There will not be an extended to this video, okay, you guys? I will start back off with my extendeds again next week. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next week, where we will tune back into your energies, all right? So I love you. Stay blessed. Blessed be. I'll go back over the comments and answer any questions that I need to. If you are looking for a reading, email me. My email is in the description box, and I will send you over a price list. And if you do want to book a personal reading, I use PayPal, so I'll send you the PayPal link and all that, okay? If you guys are not interested in paying for a reading, my general readings are all over my YouTube channel. Definitely check out your zodiac signs. I've created a playlist. You can go back and watch a whole bunch. I think I have about 7 or 8 videos per zodiac sign right now. So go subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want free readings. That's where all the free readings are. Also follow me on Instagram, because on Instagram I do every now and then do like a pick a card reading or something fun. I might even do a little game. If you guess the correct card, I might answer one of your questions for you. So again, you guys make sure that you're following me on my other social media platforms. I love you. Stay blessed. Blessed be. And I'll see you guys next week. Alrighty. Bye.